How do you start looking for your next dream home without committing to selling your current home first? That's a question many homeowners struggle with, and for very, very good reason. Because selling your home before finding your next home could feel a little bit like jumping out of a plane without a parachute. Not that I've actually tried that, but I can imagine that's pretty much the feeling you get, at least in your stomach. But waiting too long to sell could mean missing out on that perfect property you've been dreaming of. So, what if I told you there is a way to make this whole process really, really stress free and a way to look for your next home, secure it, and only then moving forward with selling your current home? Interested? Well, stick with me because I am going to share with you a proven solution that makes this not only possible but surprisingly easy to do. My name is Danholm, and I'm a real estate broker here in Central Florida, and I have helped numerous homeowners such as yourself navigate the pretty tricky process of buying and selling homes at the same time without going through all the stress, all the hassle, and all the uncertainty that so many people actually dread when they're thinking about selling a home. So today, I'm going to talk to you about a solution that's perfect for anyone who's stuck between wanting to move and being unsure about how to make it all work without risking their current home, without being homeless, and without losing the home they want to buy. So let's get started and explore how you can find your next home, your next dream home on your terms without any pressure to sell before you're ready and you already found your next dream home. So if you're watching this and you've stuck with me so far, we're almost 2 minutes into this, chances are that you have thought about moving, and maybe because your current home doesn't quite fit your needs anymore, maybe you need more space, or maybe you need less space, or maybe you just got that 78-year itch for trying something new. But here's the catch. When you are ready to start looking for a new home, there's this nagging voice in the back of your head saying, what if I sell too soon and I don't have a place to go to? What happens then? Will I become homeless? Will I have to settle for a smaller home, or would I have to stay put because I missed out on the home that I really wanted to buy? And I can tell you, you are definitely not alone thinking like that. Many homeowners feel stuck in their current home for exactly that very reason. And you might be worried about things like timing. What if you sell first and you can't find the next one quickly enough? Temporary living arrangements. Are you going to rent for a while? Are you going to live with family? Couch surfing? What happens if you do that? Will you ruin your family relations and all that stuff? Some worry about market competition. What if the perfect home comes up and you can't make an offer because your current home hasn't sold? What if you're in a multiple offer situation and you are forced to let your current home drop in price so you can get that dream home, or you lose a lot of money? It is really a classic case of the chicken and the egg. Maybe not what came first, but what should I do first? Should I buy my next home first, or should I sell my current one? And to be honest, in my experience, for most people, neither of these two options feel ideal. They actually feel pretty crummy for most people. And I totally get it. The idea of being in limbo without a home on your own is really unsettling. And at the same time, you don't want to miss out on your dream home because you're tied up with the logistics of selling, and lots of thoughts going on in people's minds when they're thinking about selling. So what do you do? Do you just roll the dice and hope for the best? Or is there a smarter way to handle this? I know there's a smarter way. And the good news is I'm going to share it with you. Because you really don't have to choose between buying first and selling first. With my Perfect Home Finder program, you can take control of the process 100%. You can find your next home and then, and only then, move forward with selling your current one. So you'll be totally and completely in the driver's seat in this whole process. Because this is a solution that's designed specifically for homeowners who wants to make a move but are not ready to commit to selling their home without a clear plan for what comes next, without having secured that dream home first. So let me talk a little bit about how this program works and why it really is such a game changer for most homeowners such as yourself. The reason it works very well is that we source off-market and pre-market properties. When you're house hunting, there are a couple of big problems that come across. It's the competition from other buyers and the fact that most homes that you find on the internet are the leftovers that nobody else wanted. The really good homes are sold either before they hit the market, which is what I'm going to help you do, or just when they hit the market. So especially in a hot market, like we still in most of Southern Florida, homes that are listed online can attract a lot of offers within very short time span. It's stressful, it's chaotic, and it's not really ideal for somebody who still needs to sell their current home, because you will be the last offer they choose if you even get to the offer table at that point. So that's where the Perfect Home Finder program comes in. Instead of relying on homes that are listed already online, we go beyond the traditional market. We use our network, our contacts, and our marketing, mostly our marketing, to connect you with off-market and pre-market properties that match your specific criteria. So what that means to you is that there will be no bidding wars. There will be no pressure to make a quick decision, because you are the only buyer at the table, giving you time and space to evaluate whether that home is truly the right fit for you and negotiate the best possible terms for you with the seller. The seller will be in a position where they'll be more than willing to listen to your terms, because the truth about this is all of these sellers, they are in exactly the same position as you are, because the minute they decided that they wanted to sell, they've been thinking about it, but the minute they decided they wanted to sell was when we came to them and told them we actually have a buyer who's interested in their house. Then they saw a possibility for them to move on. But that meant, like you, they had to find their next home, because they haven't thought that far in the process yet. So they're still in the stages where they need to find the best home for them. So that creates a very unique opportunity that you will definitely not get in most, if any, of the on-market properties. The seller is often more than willing to work with your timeline and other requirements from you, because they understand the need for flexibility, because they are facing similar challenges as you were. So that allows for both you and the seller to proceed with confidence and on terms that are mutually agreeable and are well thought out, because you had the time to do this. You will secure your next home, and they have time to find theirs. It really is a win-win situation that makes the pressure go away for everyone involved in this transaction. It's in my personal opinion, the ideal way of buying and selling, if you have something you want to sell first, because we put you in control of the timeline. So the biggest advantage to the Perfect Home Finder program is that it puts you back in the driver's seat. Instead of feeling rushed or overwhelmed or nervous about finding the right home, you can focus on finding the home that's right for you on your schedule. And you will not feel pressure at all to sell your current home before you're ready, because you don't need to sell your home before you're ready. And you won't be worrying about scrambling for temporary housing, whether it's couch surfing with family or renting for a while. It is actually all about creating a seamless, stress-free transaction from one home to the next. So let me just quickly break it down again to you, so you know exactly what we're doing it first. First of all, we will sit down, and that's these days mostly figuratively speaking, because this sit down could be on a Zoom call or a phone call. We will sit down with you to understand exactly what it is you're looking for in your next home, talking about location, size of home, style, your desired budget, and everything else that's important to you. And then we will use our marketing and our network to identify and find off-market and pre-market properties that meet those criteria, and we'll reach out to the homeowners and see if they're interested in selling. Then we will go and preview the homes, and then when we find a match, we will take you to the property and you get a chance to look at it and If it works for you, we can put in an offer, and if it doesn't, we don't put in an offer, because this is 100% without any type of obligation for you. You can look at as many or as few homes as you like. You will never have an obligation to buy any of them. We will, on the other hand, invest a lot of time and a lot of money in finding the right home for you. So once you have secured your new home, we will obviously list and help you sell your current one, so we can ensure that the timing aligns perfectly. So every step of this process is tailored to your needs, so you never feel rushed or out of control. So that's why we call it the Perfect Home Finder program, because it really makes the whole process perfect. And I know it does, because our clients really love this Perfect Home Finder program, because, like I said, it eliminates the stress and guesswork and all of the negative sides of the home buying process. So again, here are the few reasons why it's so effective and so loved by our buyers. You're in no competition with other buyers for the same property. You are truly the only buyer knowing about this property potentially being for sale. There's a lot of flexibility in this program, because both you and the seller have the time to make thoughtful and the right decision that works for both parties. This gives you a lot of peace of mind, because you can move forward knowing that you've secured your next home before you're even starting selling your current home. Because, like I said, the seller of the home that you're buying also needs to find a new home. For example, we have, I'm not going to use real names here, but one of our recent clients, we can call her Sarah for all that's worth. Her and her family were in the same position as you are. They wanted to move to a larger home because the family was growing, but they were really terrified of selling their current home, because what if they had no place to live? What if they had to couch surf the family? Or what if they ended up renting and could never get back into the property market? So through the Perfect Home Finder program, we found an off-market property that checked all the boxes, and the seller, who also needed time to find their next home, agreed to work with their timeline. So we managed to create a smooth, stress-free process, and now Sarah and her new family are happily settled in their new home with really virtually zero disruption to their lives. And the seller is also happily moved on to their next home. So if that sounds like the kind of process that you want for your next home, let me know. And also, I'd like to know what you think is the biggest challenge that you're facing when it comes to buying and selling a home. Let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to hear from you and see what you think about this. And also, if you like the content I'm creating, if you like this video and my other videos, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, so you will get notified when I upload new video content. And if you're ready to explore how the Perfect Home Finder program can work for you and your family, let's talk. You can just reach out to me. Like I said, we can have a phone chat, we can do it on text, or we can do Zoom, whatever works for you, or I can meet you, anything that works for you. And we just have a short, completely free consultation and no obligation consultation, and see if this whole program works for you. And then if it does, we can work out a plan that will work for you and your family. So one last piece of advice: don't wait for the market to dictate your timeline. You have actually the ability to take control of the process today. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, finding your next dream home does not have to be stressful or an overwhelming experience. With the right strategy and the right support, you can make a move with confidence and without any hassle at all. I can help, and I really want to help you if I can, if you're ready to move. So just reach out and let's have a chat. Until next time, take care and happy house hunting. Bye for now.